scales or shooting free throws. It's not the most exciting thing on the planet, but it's gonna get you better whether you like it or not. And so what we're gonna do today is just kind of practice those things. A lot of the times when we first start out doing our circles, which are gonna be the foundations for like heads and shoulders and a lot of these things and joints, is that a lot of folks, because they don't have confidence in their lines, end up starting out like just kind of doing tons and tons of little circles, and that works. But why not try to get better at it and try to be more efficient with the lines that we have, okay, and more confident with our line work. And so what we're going to do is just kind of practice some of that stuff today. And so first starting out, maybe that you do break it into two sections, okay. So right, so it's not great. Some of the stuff that I've heard, not my cup of tea, but sometimes, to kind of slow things down and get a little more control, is to actually hold your pen, pencil, or whatever, almost like at a 90-degree angle. Some of the things that's going to do is going to give you a little more stability, but it's also might help you force yourself to actually use your arm rather than just drawing with your fingers and wrist. Using your actual arm is going to let you be able to draw for longer. And you're going to get smoother, more consistent lines and circles and that kind of stuff. So, so what I want you to do for this first little thing is you're actually going to fill this whole page. Maybe, like I said, start by doing 2 half circles, if that's a little more comfortable for you at first, and then fill this whole page with all kinds of sizes. Big, small, medium. But I want you to do your best to, fill this whole thing. Go kind of like OCD on it. Okay, that's not a very good one, right? And so I noticed that one's not that great because I wasn't really focusing on what I was doing. And so really try to loosen up. Whether this is just kind of getting started, I've already been doing this for a long time. This is a really good just kind of warm up activity to kind of loosen you up. Okay, so that's little mini assignment number 1. Little mini assignment number 2 is going to be working on lines. And so what I want you to do is just kind of make a whole bunch of dots all over your paper, and you're going to connect them. Right, some close, some far. Some of this is to try to get you to get nice, smooth, clean lines with this. And so, a couple tricks. Once again, try to use your whole arm. Try to do long, fluid motions, and then also, like I said, maybe try doing changing your wrist position and going almost like at a 90-degree angle. And so, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of connect these lines. Rotate your paper. Right. Try to find what is the best angle for you and your paper. What's the best speed? Going slow, going fast. That's what this is for, right? Practice. Maybe you can turn it into a little game and try to not cross any of your lines. All right, so that's activity number 2. So you're going to fill this whole thing out. All right, activity number 3 is that what you're going to do, you're going to start short, progressively get longer and longer. All right, try to get as smooth, as straight as a line as possible. That one's a little crooked. All right, and then when you're done, you're going to go the other direction. So you're going to go vertical this time. All right, so you should have a full page all the way through, just like that. Okay, and then little mini session number 3 is, I call this moons, or I call it moons basically. And so what you can do is you can see there's a whole bunch of different lines on here, and I printed this out. There's one on the Schoology if you want to go that route, or just get a ruler out, straighten out a bunch of lines. Okay, you're going to start in the center with a circle. As you see, I already messed up a little bit, and you're going to fill it in all the way. All right, so you're gonna fill it in this way, and then on the, you're gonna kind of alternate. So then on this next one, I'm gonna do half circles this way. Ooh, that was a gross one. All right, so then the next one, I'm gonna go big again. Oh, that was rough. That was rough, Nelson. See, I need practice too. Right, because each size is gonna have its own kind of like, so you can tell, I can tell I'm really tight right now. Maybe I need to try changing my, oh, rough. All right, so you can see practice, right? Practice makes perfect. And so that's what we're gonna do. I want you to fill, oh, and then you're gonna submit these things. So you're gonna have 4 sheets total when you're done. I don't know if you can see all these on there. So what you'll do when you're done is that I want you to take a picture of all of them, and you're gonna submit them through Schoology. Okay, there's a little assignment in there, and there you go. So that's the assignment for today. If you get done, which you will, because it's an assignment, and if you, with all your classes and you feel like you have a little bit of extra time, I want you to work on doing your comic sheet, the one where we were transitioning. Okay, so I'd actually like this thing done and submitted by the end of the week if possible. You know, I know you got a lot of stuff going on, but you know, try to, you know, get away from your phones or video games or whatever, Netflix and that kind of stuff, and you know, try busting this thing out. If you're doing line work, great. If you're doing colors, that's fine. I know we all have our own kind of different limitations and that kind of stuff. So, you know, do your best to kind of make a full completed artwork, and we'll have a spot on Friday to submit these things and post them. So cool. Thanks. I hope you have a good day, and don't get too stressed out about online learning.